Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the St. Cloud State Husky Hockey Weekend Preview. I'm Taylor Budge. Thanks for tuning in. In this week's episode, we'll be highlighting the new Husky Den as part of the renovations at the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center. The Husky Den is a hospitality space available for donors of the hockey program and is located on the concourse level of the Brooks Center. The den is open during pregame and intermission and provides several amenities, including food and beverage options, as well as several monitors showing many games happening across the country. Now headed into hockey action from this past weekend, the Huskies headed north to take on the 5th-ranked University of North Dakota, and what a weekend it was for the Huskies. UND would get on the board early in the first to give them an early 1-0 lead, but after a slow 2 periods from the Huskies, they were finally able to get their offense started in the third. Kevin Gravel would tie the game up at 1 apiece, and Kalle Casilla would get the eventual game winner from freshmen Ben Storm and Nicholas Nevalainen. St. Cloud looking to continue their high energy and dominating gameplay into Saturday's game. Huskies would trail 1-0 early in the game off a UND power play, but St. Cloud would go on to score 3 unanswered goals by Tim Daly, Nick Dowd, and Kalle Casilla. Huskies defense doing a tremendous job in the third, only allowing UND to 3 shots on goal to help lead the Huskies to a 3-1 victory. This was the first time the Huskies have swept UND at the Ralph since January of 2006. After the weekend sweep, junior Ryan Farragher was awarded the NCHC Goaltender of the Week. Farragher is now 3-1-1 against UND at the Ralph all-time and only allowed 3 goals this weekend. Farragher now is sitting at a .922 save percentage on the season. With the weekend sweep, the Huskies would move up 6 spots to number 3 in the country based on the USCHO.com rankings. University of Minnesota still sits at number 1 in the country, and University of Miami at Ohio sits at 7th. After the weekend loss, University of North Dakota dropped to number 11 in the rankings. The Huskies will be back in action at the Brooks Center this coming weekend as they take on new conference rival Miami of Ohio. Now, if you remember, the last time these two teams met was in the regional championship game in the NCAA tournament that sent the Huskies to the Frozen Four. Coming into this weekend, some players to watch. It will be a battle of the sophomores as Miami's Riley Barber is leading Division I hockey with 14 points on the season. He has 8 goals and 6 assists for the Redhawks. He'll be going up against St. Cloud State sophomore Johnny Brodzinski. Brodzinski's only found the back of the net once this season, but has contributed to 5 assists on the year. Taking a look at the goalie matchups for this weekend, Ryan Farragher still sits at an undefeated 5-0 record for the Huskies this year. He'll be going up against either Ryan McKay or Jay Williams out of Miami of Ohio. Both McKay and Williams have been splitting time in the net for the Redhawks. The St. Cloud State women's hockey team will be back here at the Brooks Center this weekend as they host number 1 nationally ranked University of Minnesota. That game is set for 3:07 on Friday and Saturday. The Husky football team will also be at home this weekend as they take on Minot State. Kickoff for that game is set for 1 p.m. And of course, the men's hockey team will be back here at the Brooks Center as they take on Miami of Ohio, their new conference rival. Those games are set for Friday and Saturday. Tickets for those games and all games across campus can be purchased 24 hours a day at SCSUtickets.com. That wraps up this week's edition. I'm Taylor Budge. We'll catch you next week.